What is good, YouTube? This is your girl, Opinionated. My little nosy ass is back with another video. Guys, you know what I'm about to say. You know I care about your thoughts and your opinions as well in the comments. And if you like the video, like, subscribe only if you want to subscribe and you want to keep up with me. So, anyways, once again, before I get into what I want to talk about, I want to thank J. Michael for, you know, adding me, hearting my comments, and, replying back because you don't find too many, YouTubers that will sit up there and still take notice of you. It's like when they get big, a lot of them just, you pouring out, hey, I love you, man. Hey, I love your channel. I love your content. And it's like they just, okay, okay. But it's still some people that are still humble and don't care no matter how, many thousands of subscribers and get and how many they get a day and all that. It's some that still will sit up there and heart your comments and respond just to let you know that you are appreciated. Because as I stated, me and we had to think, we was like, dang, these YouTubers are making money. They always say they work for themselves. But I want to debunk that. Yes, they are working for themselves, but you get taxed by YouTube. You work for them. And not only that, we give you guys your paycheck. These big YouTubers and all that, we have to watch you to give you a paycheck. Kind of like with businesses, we have to go there for them to make money. So some people need to appreciate and say, hey, I appreciate you guys, giving watching us and giving us a like and sharing our videos and comment and subscribing and keeping your notifications on. Acknowledge them sometimes. And even though I don't have a lot of subscribers because I know I'm losing count because before then I had to do, I was uploading the 600-pound life videos. I don't know. I was seeing everybody else uploading it, but I didn't know it's a trick to it, being uploaded. So what scared me is when I got striked and then I got striked again. And so I was getting subscribers and all that. And then my boyfriend was like, no, keep uploading that. But I got scared at the second strike. So it's like when I see you guys subscribe, it's like it's a balance because I'll see 550, then I'll see 551, and then I'll see, and it's my other people unsubscribing because unfortunately I'm not putting up the content that they like. So I hope I can gain new followers and new subscribers who do like the current content that I'm putting out. Anyways, let's get into it. Now, I told you guys I watch a lady that puts out her videos, but then she deletes them. And, I love her valid points. I love everyone's valid points on what they got to say, whether people like or disagree. But, guys, as I stated, I'm not taking no one's side, I'm not choosing those sides. But some people, you have to hear people out. There are always two sides to a story, sometimes three. And sometimes when you see people points, you be like, okay, I could understand why maybe she was this way. She's still wrong for what she did, but maybe I could understand why. You know, just think about if that was male or female, if that was you guys and you had someone bigger than you on a platform that can possibly manipulate their audience to believe you are the bad guy. How would you feel if you're going through that and you're trying to just even though she's going about it the wrong way, but sometimes she feel hell since everyone brings shit to the platform and they done it before, they put their whole life on this platform. I mean, probably doesn't have anyone to talk to. So imagine if you're trying to get out the information or say, you may be hurt and bitter, yeah, but say if you also want to let someone know how a person really is. And then people like, oh, you're a liar. No, you messy. You this, you that. And you may have done stuff before, but this time, you know, it is crying wolf, sort of, so to speak. But sometimes put yourself in that shoes and then, like, hey, what if that was me trying to get stuff out and people won't believe in me and calling me all this, but I wouldn't be bringing my shit to a platform because, I'm not giving everybody some shit to talk about. Sometimes you got to keep stuff private, but we know for them, they don't. Anyways, the lady stated that she was like, let's hear from some of these exes, because it's looking like it's all you. We need to hear someone else say something. But why are you doing it late? Yes, I believe she's bitter. Yes, I believe she's angry. But Erica is also coming for her revenge. I don't know. We was not there in that relationship, so we don't know how he treated her. But you guys remember I stated that D came out with the video when they first broke up. The sister also came out with the video and saying that he wouldn't allow her there and that he was just this demanding person. And I can't remember everything she said, but those are the top things that caught my eye. And the thing that caught my eye with Lowery was when she said that he's ripped her chain, got her another one, and then he pushed and shoved her. Well, guess what? Lowery went live backing up some of Erica's claims that she had. And yeah, people are like, why you coming out now? Why you inserting yourself? Well, I think maybe because she see people attacking her and that, hey, let me kind of back up what I got to say with my experience as well because remember you guys once said, "Oh, you a user. Oh, you was using him for your channel to get your views up and all you do is sit up there and try to collab with these big YouTubers. You did it with Daddy Chunk Chunk. You did it with so and so. Someone even said something about her collaborating with Bianca's mom and her man. And when someone put it out like that, you're like, dang, is this girl clout chasing or is she telling her experience? And maybe she was trying to save her image because of what Cryer was putting out there about her. And she's probably like, no, no, I need to say my name. Let me know what really went down. And she said, hey, you guys, remember you guys tried to attack me? Remember you guys tried to tell me the same thing? I was the first one that came to this platform to tell you how he was. You guys didn't believe me. Then what caught my eye is the fact that this year and me and my boyfriend was like, why is she coming out with this video? This is kind of weird. And what was weird to me is how she came a video saying after she broke up with Baba, she came out with her video and she was saying how she missed him and that how he was a good person and going back bringing up memories that they did together and that they had and yada yada yada. And then she's like kind of make hints like maybe she wanted to talk to him again, maybe see him again, go out to dinner, stuff like that. And we was like, why is D coming out with a video talking about she missed her ex and all that? And we was like, that's kind of weird. Why would D do this now? Only to find out that she provided receipts that he wanted her to do the video. Not only that, she went down to see him in Indiana when he was picking up his son at the hotel, invited her to the hotel. They went out to eat, as she stated. Then he comes, oh, this crazy B is on the highway and she know I'm with you and she coming down here trying to fight you and all that. And then, she's like, why? How would she know that? Like, how does she know that me and you met up to talk? Because that's what I came on. I came on to see how you was doing, how you been, catch up on things, yeah, it may have ended bad, but I still feel that we can have this type of friendship. How does she know that I'm here spending, time with you, so to speak? Unless he told her. Unless, because at this time they're bickering with each other back and forth. They going tick for tack, they always break up, and it's like a bad type of breakup. So I can see Crier saying maybe she texts him or something, and it was just his time waiting for her to say something for him to get out. Hey, don't bother me right now. Can you leave me alone? I'm up here trying to kick with an old friend. D came down here. We having dinner, and I don't need you trying to fuck up my night. And then that's probably how he got it out. And she's like, hold on, D. What you mean? Because as you can see, we seen them being together, then they was breaking up, but then we don't know. Some people still behind the scenes be seeing each other and doing what relationship duties. So he proceeds to say, well, she's on the highway coming down here. And you notice, what did Erica say to him? Well, not to him, but to J. Michael. Now, what she did was fucked up, trying to insinuate that maybe, something was going on with him and his ex wife. But something struck out to me when she said he wouldn't let me go with him to Indiana when he would go pick up his son. Why was that? You know? Is she throwing out that one incident of when he met up with D? Is she trying to insinuate that maybe he was talking and having somebody else up there, and when he go there to pick up Darion, he calls them over? I mean, I don't know. But when D. Laurie put that out there that they met up just on some friend shit, somehow Erica found out she's coming on the highway and all this. So then she proceeds to go on and say that he told her to make this video and talk good about him. Now, why would you want that to happen? And the next thing you know, he's with Latoya. And what came up in my mind is that, did you know Erica was preparing to lash out on you? I mean, did you know that you had hurt her so bad or played with her mind that you felt that she was going to come out with something again exposing you? And then you had an ex that you dealt with that also have a YouTube platform to speak on, make a video so that when Erica comes out, she can look like, hey, look, see, I told y'all this bitch is crazy. Look at her. Look at her. All she is just messy. She like to start stuff. She hate to see people happy because she's unhappy. Oh, this girl and I still believe she is dangerous and playing a dangerous game, but I have a feeling that Cryer knew Erica was going to come out with something, so he had an ex make a video to talk about him in good spirits so he could say, y'all, she's the only one that's feeling this way. She is the only one. Go look at who else I dealt with. Do you see them saying that about me? And then they're like, well, hold on, because D got a video saying that, he's a good man and this and that. So it's all in her. It's all in her. But D let that shit be known. He came to me and told me to do a video. And then I'm thinking, and also at this point, you guys kept communicating here and there. So like, I don't know, my little spidey sense is like, what's going on with that situation as well? Because as I recall, it was one time when Erica was going live in 2020 exposing him, and she got on the live and she was like, Erica, you could talk to me and all that. And I'm like, well, what kind of dysfunctional shit is going on here? Because the way he tried to talk about D. Laurie is kind of amazing that he kept contact. And I always told my boyfriend this. I think that he really cared for her and that he liked it her. But D. Laurie was just fed up and couldn't do the shit no more. Because she said it was business, but feelings got involved. So she goes on to say that, that how she been with the Prince family, she been over there at the house, and that Cryer would sit up there and say certain shit like, oh, you can't record, you can't do this, and then with the Carmen and Corey situation, I kind of felt back then that something fake was going on, because with the back and forth, because you can kind of just sense like, hold on, because some, and when you listen to the stories and them going back and forth, it kind of didn't add up. But then they played that shit good, because off camera we didn't see them hanging together doing videos and all that, but then when they had a party they made it seem like they made up, but all along they were still cool. You feel me? But anyways, so then D goes on to show the messages that he wrote her. She goes on to say that um she had hung out with Bianca and them, and then try to say that the sister, um Lex or something like that, was jealous of her. Where he would paint this in her mind that, oh, she don't like you. And it's like, why is his mind thinking that way? Like he wants someone to fight over him. That he like when young women is, going back and forth. I don't know if that makes his ego feel good or whatnot. Then she proceeds on to say that an ex, Melody, reached out to her on her platform and said, "Hey, I'm glad you are coming forward. Like basically, don't be afraid to speak up. If I tell you what this man had put me through, it will bring tears to your eyes. He kicked me out, basically treated her all types of fucked up. And then, it has to be some truth to it, because she said when they was staying with his cousin, I forgot the cousin name, but it got so bad that the cousin put him out. And as I recall, if you look through the Damion Cryer videos, he goes visit his cousin and he mentions staying there. So, But then she also said that she tried to reach out to Erica. I don't know if that worked to no avail, but I bet now Erica might try to reach back out to her. I don't know if she's going to succeed or not, but, you know, she tried. So, D. Laurie then goes on to say that Margaret and him really don't have a good relationship. And she put it in a sense that, you know, she would try to repair the relationship, but she said, honey, you're 30 something years old. If it ain't work now, it's not going to work. And I kind of didn't like that, because you don't know. Some people can repair their relationship now, and some people can't. But I'm going to tell you my personal experience. I didn't meet my dad till I was 16, and not meet him till I was 16. I didn't meet him until I was 19. But when I was 16 and my mom was trying to, like get some support, because my aunt convinced her, he wanted a DNA test, and him and my mom was married. And at that time, I'm like, what? So they do it, and it comes out I'm his kid. I looked him up and found him in Durham, North Carolina, went to go see him, and he tried to come out, let me tell you what happened. We tried to send you this, we tried this. I didn't want to hear all that. I'm here now, let's make up. But my dad has proven to be over and over, he would lead me on, but then my nana, she kind of made up for that. She would, send me money, for him, and I'm not talking nothing little, but just to make up. Even though it's lost time and money don't make up, I just really wanted a relationship. But now he's dead and gone. Rest in peace. Back to the situation. I mean, you never know. Some things could be repaired. But in this sense, it seems like Cryer mentality is, if you ain't got nothing to offer, I don't want nothing to do with you. You got to be talking money. And it's sad that greed has got to him. And you remember I mentioned, if you looked on his refrigerator in other older videos, you only seen the Prince family kids up there. And when we seen Cryer, doing videos with Margaret and the kids, we're like, why are they not up there? We was like, Damien got more grandkids than that. Why is it only the Prince family kids? Something to think about. Then she proceeds to say that